first special guest here today, AJ Hoffman. Welcome. How do you feel?
I'm good, guys. Good morning. Good to be here.
Bennett, Gavin, how y'all feeling?
Good.
Glad to be back.
Finally, Gavin is back on the show. Bennett is always here. Bennett, are you tired this morning?
I want to sleep at 4 a.m. and just woke up, so
course
it's
you do.
going, it's going.
Welcome to the right side. All right, let's get right into this. NBA 2K released the new covers, and what do y'all think about it?
I saw SBA on it. I don't see this movie the most.
I think most of it did see SGA on the cover, which was expected. I mean, he
I saw
won.
one with the Pacers. Was
He
that
won
some
the finals.
Hmm?
He won the finals, so he should be expected to be on it.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the year of SGA in the NBA. He MVP, wins the finals. This was sort of his rise to the top. So I thought it wasn't much of a surprise that he was the guy on the cover of it this year.
Right, and they also have some other covers. I'm pretty sure I see
They
Angel.
have the Curry one.
They
There's
do
a
have.
Richard
just did
Jefferson
see-
one I saw that the Legends cover had Richard Jefferson. So
Right, the number
Angel
7
Reese.
have, of course, Angel Reese from the WNBA. I mean, gotta feature them now.
Have they ever
of
had
course, yeah.
a WNBA game?
No, it's just more of the covers WNBA.
Oh.
I
I
think you
think
can
you can
play.
play as W-
I think you can play WNBA on the 2K games now.
They have.
Let me
And
see
everybody
that.
could be playing as Caitlin Clark. And just shooting threes from half court. What do we expect?
So yeah, there's obviously a few different covers here, and then they have the Leave No Doubt edition, which is like everybody on a cover. I see a bunch of SGAs, that number 7 guy, and Angel Reese a bunch. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think SBA deserves it the most just because of how much he did during the finals and the whole playoff.
Yeah. Can you try it without your headphone? I think that's what's making it mumble.
Yeah.
Try it with. All right,
Gavin.
Gavin, say it again.
Hello.
There we go.
go.
Okay, that's a lot better. I feel like that's a lot better.
I thought you were underwater for a while, Gavin.
Gavin is filming from the middle of the ocean.
He is in the Gulf of America underwater right now with the fish, just getting a nice broadcast of you under the water.
Gavin, what do you think about the Open this week?
I've been watching it, obviously Thursday and yesterday was really great.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Scheffler go from 8th to 1st with a couple shots, and that was pretty cool. Patrick was doing pretty good. He's in 2nd. And then Hao Tung Lee was in 1st and dropped down a little bit, but I still think he was doing really great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to see McIlroy down a little bit lower since he's from Northern Ireland and stuff. And Shane Lowry, since he's from Ireland. I feel like he should know the course and stuff. I feel like that's just me though.
Now, who do you think? Now, who do you think should win?
Scotty.
What?
Who do you think should win?
Scheffler or McIlroy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you being biased
But
here?
McIlroy's
Yes.
what place is he? What place is he?
Scheffler's in 1st. Fitzpatrick is in 2nd.
McIlroy is
Hao Tung Lee in
tied
3rd.
5th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scheffler's
Yeah.
in 1st, and then I feel like where's McIlroy?
He's tied for 5th.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. A lot of people are tied for 5th.
And 11th. And 18th.
What about the situation of Scotty saying that he farted on the course? Have you seen that video?
I haven't heard of that, and that.
You haven't
Sure,
seen it? It's whenever he was swinging in his backswing, he hit it, and whenever the camera was on the ball, you hear a but it was a fan.
Right. I think that sounds like child's play.
We
So,
suppose
fun
it's a
fact.
fan, but I feel like they're just covering for him.
Fun fact, this guy that is a member at a golf course that me and Jack go to, he won the invitational that we have there, and he went to the tournament, and he actually Tony Finau hit his backpack with the ball.
My boy Tony.
Like he was walking and hit his backpack.
Wait, is that Sam Bennett? That guy?
No.
No.
He does go there.
Yeah, I kind of didn't think Scotty would play as well this week as he has so far. He had those comments last week where he was just kind of talking about how he doesn't really care about winning that much anymore, and it doesn't give him the thrill that it used to give. And usually, to me, in sports, where if you get to the point where it's just not a big deal to you anymore, it's hard to imagine that you're as locked in as you should be. So I've been really surprised to see Scotty playing this well.
Right. And I'm surprised that he is first on the FedEx Cup, too. I mean, he's had a rocky season.
I mean,
Well,
Yes.
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's the best golfer in the world right now, so I'm not totally surprised. But I just thought when the comments came out literally right before the tournament that he's like, oh, I don't really care that much about winning anymore. I said, wow, man, this guy just doesn't seem like he's going to be on his A game. And
Right.
sure, and quite frankly, the first day it looked like maybe I was right, and then day two, I mean, you shoot a 64 out there, you're gonna be in pretty good shape.
That's
I mean,
really
after you've won 15 PGA tournaments at the age 28, I mean, that's a pretty good.
and you have a kid, you're just making a bunch of money at this point. Like, you're kind of set for life, but still, you still want to have fun and play the game.
he
Well,
said.
and the people who are the greatest are the guys who keep pushing. You know, once they
Uh-huh.
already have money, and once they have something other than money that they're playing for, they want to play so they can be remembered as like this all time great. You know,
Like Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods had money. He had enough money to last him forever after about 5 years, but he just wanted to be the greatest of all time. I think the best guys usually have that next level where they find more to push them than money, and I started worrying about Scotty because it feels like maybe he doesn't have that, but maybe he's also just good enough that he doesn't need it right now, and it's just still going to be better than everybody
He's got
else.
enough money. I mean,
He's
I just want to say, I'm
Very
pretty
difficult.
sure. So, I'm either getting confused. I think he named. I know. Did he name his kid Bennett? Did Scotty name his kid
I think
Bennett?
so.
I think he did. I
That's
think
cool.
he named him after me personally. I'm joking. I met him at the Houston Open. My dad. I always love telling the story. My dad went to go. So I don't know any golfers. I'm just getting into golf. My dad goes to the restroom. He says, "Hey, stay here." Scotty comes up to me. He said, "Hey, you a football fan?" I'm like, "It's a Giga Mags," and he has a Longhorns bag.
oh
So
my
we just
God.
have a 5-minute conversation of why I say why A&N's better, and he's saying why UT is better.
Because he went there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I will say I lost the argument very badly.
I would have chosen A&M, but I mean, obviously he did
Yeah.
better. UT.
Yeah, but Scotty's like really nice. I feel like
Yes.
he had that ankle injury too, right? He had that ankle injury, and like I feel like that kind of slowed him down, so he could get. So now he's back on track.
What do y'all think about the NFL training camp? Starts, I think, this week for most teams.
I wanted to go to a Texas one this
Ooh.
year.
I'm actually a week from today. I'm going to be in California. I'm going out to Cowboys training camp to work for a week. So I'll be out there from Saturday to Saturday in Oxnard, California, with the Cowboys training camp, doing my radio show out there. And
That's cool.
Cool.
yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat experience, man. They've got players they bring by every day. You get to see the practices. You get to eat meals with the guys. It's a pretty cool experience.
All
man.
right.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
have you ever met Tom Brady?
I have not met Tom Brady. Tom Brady's on the list of guys I have.
What's the most famous person you met?
Body.
What's that?
What's the most famous person you met?
The most famous person I've met, probably Mike Tyson.
What?
Like
What
that seems like he seems like a big celebrity. I've met LeBron. I've met Mike Tyson. I've met Barry Bonds. I've met Roger Clemens.
I love
Okay.
Barry Bonds.
The steroid king.
Yeah.
It's really big.
And when I was a kid, I went to before I was even in the media, I went to a card show and I met Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio and I got them to autograph baseballs for me. So that was pretty cool too.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like me and my dad in Houston go to a lot of like card shows. We'll see a lot of people there. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a cool experience as a kid, man. I've been getting back into cards lately. When I moved here to San Antonio, I got all my cards from when I was a kid, and I just had hundreds of boxes and binders that I had to go through. And I found some pretty cool stuff. I found I have a 1986 Jordan card, like his rookie card, that was in pretty good shape. So I sent it in to get graded, and it just got back. It came back a 7. I was hoping it would be an 8. A guy had offered me like $13,000 if it was going to be an 8, but it came back a 7. So the hope is I'm going to drive out to Houston or Dallas for a show pretty soon and try and sell that thing, try and get 6 or 7 grand for it. But for a card
7 isn't bad.
I collected when I was a kid and totally forgot about, and it was in a binder for 40 years. Ended up doing all right. So I'll take a 7.
Yeah.
We found me and my dad, I think like 6 or 7 years ago, we found a Kobe Bryant rookie card, and then we have 2 Tom Brady rookie cards.
Yeah,
And we still haven't.
I have a lot of Tom Brady cards.
Big Tom Brady fan.
I sent in all my old cards. I sent in my Derek Jeter foil rookie. I sent in me and my dad. My dad was a big Nolan Ryan fan, so I have a Nolan Ryan rookie card that I sent in to get graded. And so yeah, I've been digging through all my cards, finding the good ones, and shipping them off. I found this one yesterday. I found a Bo Jackson autograph card. Which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Numbered to 25. So it's kind of fun seeing stuff that you haven't seen in a lot of years and just digging through and finding them again. I've been having fun with that.
Right?
I just have that same old Pokemon collection sitting at the top of my closet. I haven't opened in 3 years.
So you save it up, man. Maybe in 30 years it'll be worth something.
You never know.
My hot take is in 30 years, Pokemon will be gone.
Yes.
Pokemon.
But there will be people who will say, "Man, I remember this Pokemon." Like when I was a kid, there was, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but when I was a kid, there was something called Garbage Pail Kids, and they were like these. They looked like baseball cards, but they were stickers, and they had like they were cartoons, and it was like people throwing up, and it was these gross cards, and I had a bunch of them, and I didn't really take care of them, unfortunately. But now, if you look online, you could. I mean, the first set of them, like if you have a PSA 10 of some of those cards, they're worth like $10,000. So it's about is like finding the right people who are really interested in this stuff. It's just like if you have like the original iPhone. If you have an original iPhone 1 in the box, it's worth like $80,000 or something. Where you'd say, well, why? The technology on it is so old, like who would want it? But it's people who care about nostalgia. It's like the same people who want the old Nintendos in a box. Anything old school like that, there's going to be someone who collects it. So even if it's gone, there will still be people who care about it and will pay a lot of money for it.
Crazy.
Trying to see how much is a iPhone 1 sealed. Sealed one going right now. Sealed is $100,000.
Oh my god!
See? I should have saved mine.
I never had one. Never had an iPhone 1, so I'm not.
I don't think you were born when iPhone 1 was out.
No.
It was like 2007.
2007.
Okay. So maybe by iPhone 5, maybe I was born. Like that. My first was like an iPhone 8. And that was old.
Okay, but we're comparing this to other people. That's like a new phone, basically. So, but like as of now, that's an old phone.
Well, when I had the iPhone 8, it was like 2021. So it was really old by then. The camera.
And you never know what's going to be important to someone down the road. I read a story yesterday, in fact, about this guy who he got tickets to a Bulls game in 1985, and he got 2 tickets, and his buddy was supposed to go with him, and his buddy called him at the last minute and said, "I can't go." So he went to the game by himself, and he put the extra ticket in a box and kept it, and it ended up being the first game that Michael Jordan ever played. And so he saw on the internet that someone sold a ticket stub, so like the torn ticket sold for $12,000.
Oh.
So he had it's for certainly the only one that's ever popped up is the only full ticket to that game that's ever been, that still exists. and he sold it for like $120,000. So
Wow.
it's you go to these things, you go to a sporting event or whatever, and you hand them the ticket, they tear your stub up. They don't really do that anymore. Everything's digital now.
Right.
But
That's
but you never know when you're going to be at a game where it's like this super memorable game that
Right.
I got to go to some games when I was a kid. My dad, like I said, was a big Nolan Ryan fan, and we lived in Houston. And then when he went to the Rangers, we started flying up to Arlington to watch him play there. But back then, you could fly from Houston to Dallas for like $60.
Oh.
And so we would fly up, and I got to go to the game where the famous game where Robin Ventura charged the mound and Nolan Ryan beat him up. I was actually at that game, and I was like, oh man, I wish I had the ticket stub from that game. What a cool thing it would be to have. But
iPhone.
What were you thinking when that happened? Were you like, are they like, or well, I don't know how to say it, but like, was it like the coolest moment possible? Because
it was incredible. It was incredible, especially because he just ragdolled the guy, and then but they kicked Robin Ventura out of the game, and then the manager for the White Sox was yelling because he thought Nolan Ryan should be kicked out of the game, and they weren't going to kick Nolan Ryan out. So then the White Sox manager got ejected too. It was pretty wild.
Right.
And then Gowd's wearing an Astro hat right now. I was with you when you bought it.
But if you hold on to stuff like that, you never know what it's going to be worth down the road. So even if you think your Pokemon cards are going to be useless in 30 years, you never know. So it's probably going to be worth something to somebody.
I wish they go to digital tickets. I wish they kept doing the paper tickets. Yeah. Although you lose it. But
yeah,
like I went when it was Astros Phillies Game 6. I went, and I wish I had the paper ticket.
Yeah, you were there when they won the World Series.
I watched them in the World Series. Like, I wish I had that ticket to put up on my wall. Instead, it's just in a phone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really cool to say. Like, you saw them win the World Series.
That was when Jordan. It was really cool.
But I was in the parade, so I'm kind of happy about that.
You were in the parade. That's something. That is pretty cool too. You missed a day of school for that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Lucky you.
I remember when my teachers just put it up on the board, like, just watch this. Like, let's have fun. Like, okay. Fun day.
And speaking
now
of
we go to...
My dad's calling me now. The one moment we're doing the podcast.
It's like he knows that he's got to...
Answer it on the pod.
You want to answer it on the pod, or you want to leave him?
You want me to answer it?
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He just called me, now he's done answering.
Oh. Okay, well, while we wait.
We're on the podcast right now.
We move on next topic.
Wait, you want to say what up?
He's on.
What up, bud?
He's on the show. He hang up on you.
You called me for 5. Alright, let's just get the show on the road.
We move on to the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby. What did y'all see that y'all liked?
At the Home Run Derby?
And
a white person won a home run derby.
Oh, I think what was really cool is when O'Neal Cruz hit that like over 500-foot home run.
That 513 feet one?
Sick.
But Big Dumper in the Home Run Derby.
Big
Dumper. I mean, I expected him to win.
Yes.
I thought
he just hits missiles.
He almost...
My pick got knocked out in the first round. I thought James Wood was going to win, and he started out hitting balls out of the park too. And I was like, oh man.
A lot of people did think he would win.
I think he was just hitting them too far and not hitting enough of them. And
right.
I think no one expected that to really happen.
I think he was taking it too slow.
I love how Cal Raleigh won by this much. Like, just this much. Like,
by an inch. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, I can't believe that they could do that. That's crazy.
I also
remember what I was doing.
Go a little bit farther.
But me and my dad were eating wings. We were eating wings and cheesy fries at a bar at the Marriott watching it. And after that, we played a game of pool.
I was in my home watching it. But even if he didn't get it by the inch, I think they still would have said that he won it because a lot of people wanted him to win, and it's expected that he would win. So it could have even been rigged to let him move on.
And the best part is, Pat McAfee introduced him.
That was awesome.
I loved Pat McAfee doing that. That was great.
Wait, have you ever met Pat McAfee, AJ?
I have not met Pat McAfee. No, Pat McAfee is he's kind of a new thing. I'm sure I'll meet him out here at one of the Super Bowls and coming up pretty soon. But yeah, Pat McAfee was. He's one of the more surprising people to get really famous in a long time. Like a guy who's a kicker, a punter in the NFL is suddenly like the biggest star in media. I don't think anybody saw it coming.
I remember when he was on for his like first show. I think it was a special guest or something. And then he was on for his first full show. It was like, what is this guy doing here? But then as you keep watching, it's like, okay, this guy's actually pretty fun.
this guy's just a goofball.
He's funny, he's good. I beat you to it. I met him last year.
Nice.
Yep.
I beat
That's
you.
awesome.
Me
Good
and
guy.
met him at A&M.
Y'all went to the Open or
Great
whatever.
guy on camera, great guy in real life.
Yeah, it was really cool. Gavin tried to get a selfie and missed.
It didn't turn out. I did get a
You're
fist bump though.
I don't think you do good with selfies, Gavin. You do good with photos. But what else did y'all see from the All-Star game? I mean, the home run swing off, that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought the American League. I thought it was weird the guys that they picked to do the swing off.
Yeah.
Like having Jonathan Aranda do it, who has like 11 home runs.
You could have had Judge. You could have had Judge do it. I mean,
Yeah,
he
it's
just
almost like
hits
they wanted to
absolute
get it
missiles.
over with and say, okay, we lose, no big
Or
deal.
the guy who absolutely slammed the home run derby, like, why is he not in?
Yeah, when you saw the National League was sending out Pete Alonso and Kyle Schwarber, you knew they were going to hit home runs.
Where we're smacked 3, it's like,
I mean, Aaron Judge. We have Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh. I mean, two
Yeah,
good guys that we could have sent.
where were they? Like,
They just kind of, it seems like they just kind of gave up on that.
Rooker did good, though. I mean, he put up 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do good.
But the other guys, I don't understand why. Rosarena was good, but I mean, we could have filled them in with someone else.
yeah. It'd be nice if Jordan could ever be healthy and he could be there to help.
Oh my god. It's been
Yeah.
months
We
now.
saw him at training. We saw him at like a day of, or one of the games. Like not one of the games, but like batting practice. I'm like, oh, he's coming back in the next week. He hasn't came back, and that was 3 weeks ago. Like, what did Jordan do that is that bad?
I have no idea. I have a cool Jordan story. One of my best friends actually caught the very first home run that Jordan ever hit. Like he was up by the gas pump up by the Crawford boxes, and he caught
that's
the ball, and he gave it back to Jordan, and Jordan gave him like a signed bat, a signed jersey, a signed hat. Like so he's
That's some money
That's
now.
worth it.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah, it would have been, but he's a huge Astros fan, and he's like, I'm not gonna make the guy pay me money for it. He's like, I'll give you whatever you think is fair. I'll give you the ball, and
Right.
he signed a bat for him. So now he's got the framed bat up in his man cave. It's pretty cool.
the guy who basically won us the World Series. Just, I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Fun fact, if y'all didn't know, he was. I don't know if it was really drafted, but he was like picked by the Dodgers, but never
Yeah.
picked. He ended up getting
Straight
traded.
to our team.
Thank the
So
Lord he
glad he traded.
Yeah. was.
Because
But
if it was like the Dodgers, they would have only had tanks. Imagine Shohei Ohtani and Yordan Alvarez.
yeah. The Astros traded Josh Fields for like a just sort of a middle of the road relief pitcher. They traded Josh Fields for Jordan Alvarez.
right,
The Dodgers really needed relief pitching, and
We
so
needed a big guy to hit.
they got Jordan for him. And Fields had been pretty good, but he was like at the time even he was like 30 years old, and he was just stuck in AAA. And the Dodgers were like, man, we need some pitching, so they gave up they gave up Jordan to get him. Ends up working out pretty well.
it ended up working out for us. I
Yeah.
mean, they found their way to keep spending money. So now, what do y'all think about the NBA Summer League? All the rookies playing.
Honestly,
I
haven't
just
really
know that
watched
the
the
Rockets are
fourth
doing terrible.
rotation.
That's all I know.
So when I lived in Vegas, I used to go watch the summer league games,
Right.
and it's not they don't take it very seriously. It's like the guys who aren't going to make a team, they're all trying really hard. They want to show out because they want somebody to pick them up. But the guys who know they're going to be on a team, it's not that big of a deal. So I live here in San Antonio. We cover the Spurs at my station, and Dylan Harper played like one game, and they're like, okay, that's enough. We know what you can do. Just sit down, don't get hurt. But all these other guys, like this David Jones Garcia, there's a guy named David Jones Garcia that's like led the team in scoring every game. He's balled out, and it was a guy who probably had no chance of being on the Spurs, and now he's played so well in the summer league that if he doesn't get picked up by the Spurs, there's a good chance somebody's going to take him because he's played so well. So it doesn't matter that much for the big name guys, but for the guys who are like trying to make the last spots on a roster, it's a huge deal for them. And the teams don't really care that much about winning or losing. It's more about seeing what their guys can do. Usually the real coaches don't coach. Like the Spurs have an assistant coach down there coaching them. I think the Rockets do too. So it's more about getting reps for the guys that are kind of hopeful to make the NBA and deciding who's going to be on a G League team and who's going to be the last man on an NBA team and who's going to be playing in Turkey or China or wherever this season because they're just not good enough to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Or France.
I mean, I like how the G League can produce like really good players or really bad players.
Or-
And the NBA Summer League gives like players that some people just don't know about them to show off their talent and then just make a name for themselves.
Our friend Tyler Beatty, he's a pitcher though in the Guardians. My dad told me this weekend he's on a Mexico team, like a Mexico team now. I'm like, that's kind of cool though, because you remember the one year that we did fantasy baseball? I picked Tyler Beatty. I still got points for him, but he was in he was in Japan.
Oh?
And I still got points. I don't know how. But I'm still going to question that, but I still lost. So,
I think I
Okay,
won.
no, Eros got fourth. No, I got second.
Now, we stick with the NBA. Where do y'all think LeBron is going? I mean,
He's retiring.
there were some things with the media, like he didn't want to talk. Where's he
I
going
mean,
to play this year?
He's 40 years old.
I don't
man.
think he's retiring this year, but where do y'all think he's going to play? He's going to
Well,
stay?
I heard
What do you
rumors
mean?
that like.
He doesn't want to get traded, though. Or, like, quote.
Well, I mean, I heard a rumor
Contract
where
thing or something like that.
I've heard that like if the Lakers didn't play good or didn't make it far in the playoffs this season, he was gonna retire. And I don't think me personally, I don't think they did very great this season. They just did all right. I mean, he's 40
He
years
said that
old.
last year.
What else is he gonna do?
I think he's just going to stay in LA for maybe another year.
Maybe at
Like-
least a year.
If it's he can't play much longer.
I
Yeah.
don't want this to happen, but I feel like he would go to the Celtics. I feel like he would go there.
There's
I
no,
wish he would go to the Celtics.
I don't need that. I
I
don't
think
need Mr.
if
Flop.
he's not on the Lakers, I think he's going to go back to Cleveland.
Oh.
So I think if he's not going to be with the Lakers, he wants to go somewhere where he can try and win another title. And the Cavs were the 1 seed in the East last year. They feel like he feels like he can probably go there and get with them and maybe chase a ring. And everybody's going to love him in Cleveland. But even at 40 years old, man, he's still
He's old.
He's not the best player in the league anymore, but he's still a top 10 player in the league at 40 years old, which is pretty much unheard of. Like, it just never happens. So right now he's doing like the Tom Brady stuff where you keep saying, like, I for years said, oh, Tom Brady's going to be done. He's going to be washed. He's too old. And then he would keep doing it. So be careful, man, because LeBron still looks like he's got some game left in his tank. And he's still trying to chase those rings and rack up numbers. And, with all the points and rebounds and stuff like that, he's putting himself in places where it's going to be really hard for anybody ever to catch him. And he realizes that. And for a guy who's so aware of his legacy, if he can keep playing, he's going to play.
Yeah.
He'll definitely be remembered.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Long time.
What do you mean? Oh, of course he would. You have people who don't play basketball or like don't like basketball still know him.
Okay, now we move on to what Bennett loves the most about this show: team picks. This is where we pick teams.
There's a lot line here.
We got the Astros versus the Mariners tonight at 8:40, of course, because it's LA. Or Seattle. Who y'all think's gonna win?
Astros.
All
Is
right.
that Astros?
Even
Astros
though
have been-
Cal Raleigh just won the home run derby and he just hits absolute missiles. Well, I still think the Astros are gonna win because me and Bennett, remember, we went to an Astros Mariners game and they won. So
yeah, that was pretty fun.
that
Bennett?
was fun.
I'm gonna have to go with the Astros, but yesterday's loss I feel like might bring down like the odds of winning, but still we
Yeah.
could still like do
They-
something good.
The odds mean nothing.
I'll be the bad guy, and I'll pick the Mariners today just because McCullers is throwing, and I don't trust him lately.
Yeah.
I went to the game where he threw like
But
10.
when he first came back
Yeah,
against the Reds,
that was
that
bad.
was a tough game.
But I will take the Astros. I'll stick with the team and pick the Astros. We also got the Cubs and the Red Sox today at 6:15. We all got.
Like I said, like always, this is depending if I get fired or not, so I'm gonna have to pick the Red Sox.
Because your boss is a Red Sox fan. I am gonna go with the Cubs mainly just because like they've been looking pretty good lately, and they won yesterday, and like their lineup is pretty good with Pete Crow Armstrong, Dansby Swanson. I mean, they just got a good team right now, and they're in a good place. So I'm gonna go with the Cubs as much as I like the Red Sox.
Yeah, the Red Sox have been hot lately until like they won like 10 games in a row before the All-Star break. But Imanaga pitching for the Cubs today, he's been one of their best guys, and yeah, like Gavin said, their lineup's been looking pretty good. So I'll take the Cubs today.
I am going to take the Red Sox. I have no choice here. I'm going to take the Red Sox. The Angels and the Phillies today at 5:05. What a random time. Who y'all got?
I'll take the Phillies. I
Phillies?
just think the Angels are terrible. I don't
Yeah.
like much about them. I don't like their pitching. I don't like their lineup.
After Mike Trout gone, I don't watch y'all anymore.
I think that I'm gonna go with Phillies. Just like he said, the Angels are the modern day Athletics, except the Athletics are still horrible.
Right.
I mean, the Phillies, they have Bryce Harper, Schwarber, Trey Turner. I mean, their lineup is stacked.
Right.
They're just a good team in general.
I'm going to go with the Phillies, too. Of course,
Phillies.
we whooped them in the World Series, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, we own the Phillies.
We got the Brewers and the Dodgers at 8:10 p.m. Who y'all want?
Dodgers, they won the World Series. Their lineup is just amazing.
Doesn't mean we beat them 18-1.
Right. Doesn't matter.
Hey,
But we don't talk about how we lost to Cleveland.
Mookie,
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'll take the Brewers today. The Dodgers got really good pitching yesterday out of Tyler Glasnow, and then today they're throwing Emmett Sheehan, who's just kind of a middle of the road guy.
Right.
So and the Brewers are throwing Freddie Peralta. He's been really good. So I'll say the Brewers get one today. I think the Dodgers will win that series, but I think the Brewers will take the middle game today.
yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna go with the Dodgers, only because like I feel like what he said about the pitcher because like the last pitcher last night did pretty good, but the one coming up, I feel like he could possibly do something, and I'd like to see it happen.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I am going to go with the Brewers. I think they can win today. That'll be something. And now we have a game that takes place in a while from now, but it is the Hall of Fame game. It is the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers, Thursday the 31st. We all got it.
I'm see the Lions. Lions, they looked pretty good last season. They didn't make it as far as I really thought they would in the playoffs. I thought they'd make the Super Bowl and win the whole thing because their team was just great the whole season, really.
Right?
But I'm gonna go with the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with the Chargers. It's the Hall of Fame game, so it's really a preseason game, so you never know who's going to play. That's kind of the scary thing about it. But I do feel like Jim Harbaugh cares a lot about games that other people don't care about. So he seems like a good preseason coach to me. Like he always wants his guys to be on top of things, even when it's just essentially a practice game. So I think he'll have his guys ready. I'll go with the Chargers in that one.
I'm gonna have to go with the Lions. Like my family's most of the family's from Michigan, so I gotta support the team in Michigan.
Support the fam.
Yeah.
Thing is,
Well,
I don't
all-
know.
That's no way to pick winners, Bennett. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
you gotta have.
Well, although
Real
maybe
picks.
not all the players are playing, I am going to go with the Lions. I think that's. I don't want to say it's an easy choice, but I mean, I think it's the choice to make. Well, I think that's all we've got for this show. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, AJ, for joining.
Thank you,
All right.
AJ.
No problem.